Is a Cosmelan Peel worth it? Basically, the stages of a Cosmelan treatment that people considering it need to be aware of, before you actually go for it. Hi there. Hello. Well, welcome to Viv Living. Just so we get a little familiar, since this is my first ever video for people who don't already know me, my name is Vivian, and you can call me Anvil, or you can just simply call me Vivian. Anvil is all my names: Adugo, Waneka, Vivian, Ukafo, or you can just simply call me Vivian, really. So yeah, I'm a beauty girl, and what you can expect to see in my channel or in my videos would typically be reviews of procedures, reviews of products, book reviews. I mean, I like to say that books are my first love. I grew up being a bit of a bookworm and a writer. I used to have this thing where I would tear out full sheets of like full books, like full leaves, and make the illustrations, and also have fiction story on the side following the illustrations. Yeah, creative girl. But yes, so currently you can expect reviews, book reviews, and especially things about beauty, beauty products, beauty procedures, and fashion in general. Honestly, yeah, and I think something that you can count on me for is always honesty in my reviews. And I mean, to strangers watching this, there's no basis currently for you to trust me, but all the people that I have in my life, all my friends, and anybody who has interacted with me for even, let's say, at the very least an hour or two, will get to find out that I'm about that life. I'm about the beauty life. So hard, so hard. And I love to try out new things. I love to try out new procedures, and you can always count on me for honesty. Like, there's no way that I'm going to mince words, or take the shortcut when reviewing something. Doesn't work. But anyways, on to the focal point of this video. My first ever video will be about, drumroll, getting a Cosmelan Peel. Now, this video is going to be a tell-all of sorts, right? I'm going to be breaking down, the products that you would be needing, because to be very honest with you, the peel itself is just, will I say, phase one, and afterwards comes the aftercare. And aftercare is serious business in anything, in any procedure at all that you get to do. Honestly, anyone who has done anything will tell you that where it gets real is during aftercare. So yes, I'll do a quick one on the products that you actually need. After getting a Cosmelan Peel for your aftercare. So first, top of the line product is the Cosmelan cream. It's a very small container, and it can last you for 1 to 2 months depending on your usage, or for 3 months, 1 to 3 months depending on your usage. You would also need a good facial cleanser. For me, I use the Mesoaesthetic brightening foam. I know I've seen some dermatologists recommend that you need to double cleanse and you need to use an oil cleanser first, especially if you're a makeup person. You need to use an oil cleanser first in order to dig deep and bring out all the makeup and dirt and all of that. So yeah, I mean, you can also research into that if you're a makeup person and looking to oil cleansers if you like. But it's very important for you to choose a cleanser that works for your skin. There are different skin types. Your skin could be dry, it could be oily, it could be combination, right? So you need to take that into consideration when picking your face wash. You also need to pick a really good moisturizer. For me, I use Toppy Creme Lightweight Moisturizer. I think that I'm combination. And yeah, I think that I'm combination, some bordering on oily, especially on the middle part of my face. And since I struggle with acne, I don't like anything that is heavy or comedogenic, right? So yeah, Topic Creme works for me. Other options like the Hada Labo, Abi Hado Labo, but yeah, there are different options out there. And you also need to pick a really good sunscreen. I use the La Roche-Posay. So I used to use the La Roche-Posay Oil Control, and I liked that, right? But my concern was that it used to finish quickly, because that one is typically La Roche-Posay is a lot of their products are very liquid, very watery, but that oil control one is more solid. So I had the feeling that it would be finishing faster than the liquid one. So I went back to my liquid one, but this time around I used the pigment control or something, but yeah. And yeah, but then the most important aftercare is the Cosmelan cream itself, because that's what helps with the pigment. Like by the time you're done with the peel, believe me, you're going to get darker. You're going to get darker, like, and people will be asking you, because my dad even told me one time that, what did you do to your face? You're dark and it's ugly. You'll get darker, my dear. So that Cosmelan cream is non-negotiable. You need that. Like, that's the only thing in fact, that's and your sunscreen, very non-negotiable. Get the Cosmelan cream. So yeah, these are the things that you would need to get beforehand. Keep them down before you say, oh, you want to go and do a peel. My dear, make sure you have your sunscreen on hand. Make sure you have your Cosmelan cream on hand. Okay, girl? But then first of all, let's break it down price-wise and focus on the peels themselves. So getting Cosmelan peel, first of all, there are 2 peels that you're going to get in doing that whole procedure. So first of all, let's get into what exactly is a Cosmelan peel. A Cosmelan peel is top of the line treatment for anything hyperpigmentation. So any weird discoloration, hyperpigmentation, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, a Cosmelan peel is your girl, right? But then the thing is, when you look at pages of aestheticians and you see the before and the after, and they tell you, oh, okay, this person did a Cosmelan peel, or the person did a depigmenting treatment, and they did but basically when they say the person did a depigmenting treatment, and you get to think that, oh, okay, a Cosmelan peel is a fix-all. No, a Cosmelan peel is not a fix-all. What Cosmelan peel does is it just targets pigment. It helps only with hyperpigmentation. So if you have, acne, like active acne, cysts or whatever, if you have any active acne, the Cosmelan peel does not help you with active acne. It only helps you with pigmentation. So now, what then will you do, or what then is the prep or the preparation in order for you to take a Cosmelan peel and see the amazing results that you see on, estheticians' pages, or, the results basically that the Cosmelan is touted for? First of all, there's the first stage preparation peel. And that first stage preparation peel is to target acne. So for me, the esthetician that I used, they did just one round, because at that time I was struggling with some acne, especially on this side of my face. So they did one round of a prep peel for me, and they explained to me that a prep peel can typically contain mandelic acid and salicylic acid, but then they had mine contain only salicylic acid. So um, they would basically fix it depending on your own skin's tolerance. And now, mind you, that prep peel, it costs its own separate money. At that time, my own cost around 50 something thousand naira, about 56 or so. But then, you know, prices change from time to time, and then consult directly with the esthetician that you want to use, and ask them how much their own prep peel would cost and what exactly would be included in that prep peel. So basically there would be a first preparation peel that would typically contain ingredients that are specifically targeted to help with acne. And depending on the severity of your acne, you could need more than one round of prep peel. But I needed just one prep peel. So now onto the actual, and mind you, I would say before you even start the process for any of these peels, I would advise that you buy the product on hand. And now this is where some level of, I don't even know the word to use, but let's say foresight or some certain intelligence. So it's important for you to check different stores in order for you to compare prices, and also not get caught up with delivery times. So different stores have their different delivery times. I mean, because different stores work with different courier services. So one store can work with Fairs, another store can work with GIG, another store can work with DHL. And as you know, these different courier services, they cost differently, and they also take different timelines to deliver. So it's also important to consider that is if you're buying from an online store. It's also important to consider that in order to know like the delivery timeline. That is especially if you're getting this peel done in preparation for an event or something like that. So now I was getting my peel done in preparation for an event, sort of, right? So if you have an event that you are getting this peel done for, I would say the best time for you to do it, because you would be needing to do a prep peel, and you can only take the Cosmelan peel about 10 days afterwards. And honestly, you only start to see results of the Cosmelan peel itself after 2 weeks. Yeah, after 2 weeks. So you would need to be calculating doing it at least a month before the event. I would say a month and 2 weeks before the event, right? For optimal results, so that you get to attend your event at the peak of when the results are still booming and beaming. So yeah, I would say take it 1 month and 2 weeks before the event. So let's backtrack to, picking the store and comparing stores. So now the deal here is that you need to get all the products. And a lot of times the aesthetic clinic that you would pick, they may be offering to sell you the products, right? But of course, different vendors have different prices. And sometimes, in fact, a lot of times, I mean, in this economy, you have to be price conscious, and in any way that you can save money, or rather any way that you can save money, is always welcome, right? So it's very important for you to check different stores in order for you to compare prices, for you to know which store is truly the best for you. And for me, I always love to give flowers where flowers are due. I happen to like and believe in Hilary Says. So Hilary Says is my go-to store currently. I can trust 100% that every single thing that they sell is authentic. There's no fear at all that